Yo, what's going on? How we doing? How we doing?
Good. Hey, it's been a minute, man. Too
A
long.
long minute.
Way
Long
too
minute.
long.
How you been, bro?
Stress,
It's
man.
the No Name Podcast, so
Stress, man.
it's been over a good month, man. It's been over a good month.
Man.
The listeners probably they probably thought we was done or something.
Oh, nah. Never that. Hey, I had some people ask me when we for the record again. I said it's we just getting stuff done. We ain't
Yeah.
over with it, but we gotta handle business. That's it.
Yeah, factuals, man, because school thing, accelerated master's program, but we stay busy. If I'm not in the school, teaching the kids, I'm at school learning how to teach the kids. If I'm not doing that, then I'm in our after school programs. If I'm not doing that, then I'm on a weekend mentoring program where we busy. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not doing that, then I'm doing homework. Like this, it's the real deal. It's the real deal. It's definitely something that if you don't understand time management and how to maintain under a lot of stress, you'll crumble. You'll crumble. On top of now, I'm just saying, I only can speak for people that's like me. You know what I'm saying? When I say like me, I'm talking about Black Americans or Black people that come from urban environments where they know is particular lifestyles. Not saying that I've never lived anywhere different, but what I'm saying is that everywhere that I've ever been, we had to conform of some sort to live in harmony. And it's not really that case. I find myself doing a lot of conforming just because I don't want to look like the angry Black guy. You feel me?
Yeah.
But when it comes back around that, you know, uh, I make them feel comfortable around me, but it's not really reciprocated in the same light where I feel welcome. At times I do, at times I don't. Most often not than do. So it's like sometimes it's hard to get on the podcast and talk to you or different guests when mentally I'm not fully all the way there, just for the simple fact that I'm trying to hold it together to get this degree. You feel me? And sometimes I don't have it like spiritually or mentally to just give anything. And self-preservation is a must. Like I always tell you, like before you worry about other people, make sure you got yourself straight, because you can't help nobody unless you help yourself first. So it's like, even though like I know you've been having stuff going on, which we probably gonna get into anyway, but it's like, understand I've been having that same stuff going on. So don't trip, because technically they don't, the pod don't know this, but like this is like the we text here and there, you know what I'm saying? But officially, like this is us talking. Like
Yeah.
honestly, we're gonna be
We don't get that time to sit down and talk like how we used to.
yeah. And see, that's the one thing that I do miss about actually being out there physically, is that I can just pull up on you. You know what I'm saying? Even my whole eating habits and stuff changed because it was like I knew that boom, I can go cook, I can go pull up on the homies. When it's time to go home, go to the crib, you know what I'm saying? But everything changed. My whole movements, my daily schedule, all that stuff, it changed. It definitely did. But what's up with you though, man? How you been though?
Man, Stress to say the least, but I'm a lot better than I have been over the past few months. Life's been getting better, picking up, and school's about to be out. I'm actually about to head to Nigeria in the next few days.
Okay.
Yeah,
Peace to the motherland.
my first time going back since 2017, I believe. So
Sheesh.
yeah, I'm gonna be out
Oh
there for a
yeah.
month too. So I'm gonna try to see a lot of people I haven't seen before, meet some new people. Also try to get some stuff done with the brand, expand more, and also really just take some time off to actually reset and really think about where I'm going and where I want to be.
Like, speaking of which, we don't really like tap in too crazy with it, but it's like, I've really been trying to make sure whenever I go out around campus or because I'm seeing new people. These people don't know me. So I try to make sure when I go out, I rep the brand. Like I remember even one of my classmates said to me, like, Wisdom, I ain't never seen you wear a hat before. And I was like, yeah, because I'm repping the brand. Like I don't wear hats. I'm not gonna wear a hat unless it actually means something to me. So
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I definitely been, trying to put the shirts on and put it in their face just so people understand that, this ain't something that's you know, some like fly by night type stuff. This a whole movement that's is being pushed. And so, once again, I'm always stress, you know what I'm saying? I say it here and there on the podcast, but you know, drop the website, you know what I'm saying, name for them. I'm gonna put it in the description box, but not everybody watches it on YouTube. We actually have more audio listeners than we have for the video. So, you know,
hmm
drop that link name for them so they know where to find the clothing.
yeah. The new URL is warworld.org. That's WURA no, WLRD.org. Warworld.org. Do org because com is nice, but it's already taken. And also, I want org has a better roll off the tongue. It also makes it more of a community sense of a brand instead of just of a. I don't want it. I want it to be something that's actually together. I'd rather be an organization than just a commerce thing.
It's facts. But I like that hat though. I ain't seen that one.
And this is a sample. I got a few other samples too. I'd like to show y'all.
Pull them out. Pull them out, bro. Let me see
Cause
them things.
y'all know the brown one, the
Yeah.
chocolate tie,
Yeah, you know that chocolate tie, you already know. You already know it.
and I got this pink one.
Ooh. Okay. I ain't seen that one.
Little red joint.
Oh, I need that one. I need that one. I need that one.
And then, the Michigan blue.
See where I come from, we call that the Milpitas blue. Shout out to my Milpitas people in California. We got some of the similar colors, so we call that the Milpitas blue. Even though Michigan do trade, they own that trademark. For most people that don't know, they definitely own that
They own it?
trademark. But at the same time, that's that Milpitas blue. Shout out
Okay.
to the Milpitas Trojans. Now, so what's been going on out there in SA? Like, what's going on out there?
SA actually been pretty calm. Nothing too crazy. Like, I usually, spend my week down here, and then I spend my weekends in Samo because I got some friends out
Oh, you
there.
still been traveling?
Yeah. And yeah, for the most
That
part,
college life for y'all. That college life.
Everything been peaceful for the most part. I mean, I did have this one instance in Houston where, yeah, I didn't tell you about that. That was a little crazy ordeal. I had to handle some business on some, bro. What? At first, I was going, right?
Handle some business with it?
Yeah, I had to handle, bro. At first, I was going to dead it, but bro grabbed me by my thing like this, talking about I'm gonna need you to apologize. And at that point, yeah, I couldn't leave it alone. Yeah.
Man.
Hey, but it's bygones be bygones, They made him a meme, which is the worst part. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna show you the meme after, but hey, it's
Man,
good
listen.
though. besides that, everything's been lovely. I met a few new people, made some new connections. Like yeah, like even within school, I made some friends out of my professors, and I've been having a good time out here. Pretty peaceful.
Nah, I'm not gonna flex. One thing I have learned though, even though sometimes it's not always bright, I find like the love for being here through the kids though. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's crazy that you just brought up that having that you've been making relationships and connections with your professors, right? And so I started thinking about that, like, even though I might not take full advantage of this position I'm in as far as the school aspect, right? Being on campus. But what I can do is I have so many experiences and so many things that I can share with the youth. So that's all I've been doing is every time I have time, I give it and invest it into the youth. Like I really supposed to only do like 8 to 10 hours inside the school. I'm in the school maybe 25 hours a week. Like facts.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's
talking
deep.
about making sure that the kids see my face. You know what I'm saying? Because I looked at the wall at one school. You know what I'm saying that I you know what I mean that I work at. I looked at the wall of the staff. It's, it's no black people. You know what I mean? And so, what representation do these kids have? Because they dress like me. Some of them got dreadlocks like me, but they look like me. You
Hmm.
understand? And they coming from places like Chicago. You know what I mean? And I know it's hard for them to understand how to fit in because I'm watching them. You feel me? And so my thing is that I've been trying to, take the time to embrace those students, embrace the students with disabilities, but also take the time to learn even the students who don't need my time and attention, taking the time to learn who they are too, because they all of them are important. And so that's what I really been doing is trying to focus on the youth. I'm ready to start my nonprofit in 2023. So I'm gonna make sure that I represent the youth in everything I do, because that was something that I realized that gave me strength and joy within my time of struggling here from time to time. Is that, but now it don't really bother me now because I've already mentally made it up in my mind that I'm here. I got here because of me, because of my brain, not nobody else. Nobody did my work for me. I did my work. So I didn't come here to appease people, because that's not who I am. I came here to get my education and move on to go do bigger and better things. This is just a chapter. You understand? But the
Hmm.
book is so much bigger. This is like there's gonna be a chapter that's in the middle that people gonna breeze by. It's gonna have interesting points, but people gonna breeze by because it's so small within my story. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like that's something that I've been really keeping in mind, is that no matter what you're going through, even I ain't gonna lie, when you just told me you just had that situation, the first thing I thought in my mind was I'm kind of glad I went there, but it's like I didn't need to be there because I'm on the pod talking to you, so
Yeah.
I can see good. You feel me? And see, that's
Hmm.
something that I also gotta keep in mind, is that my homies is grown men. They don't need me to always try to be there to I guess maybe be the savior. Like, nah, like, let men be men. You know what I'm saying? If you gave them any type of valuable information, that matters, they're gonna apply it when need to be if they've been listening. You feel me? But you can't make anybody do something or try to save them, because at the end of the day, everybody is their own person. You gotta let them go through their own experiences to be able to, reflect. So it took some time for me to even like keep that in mind, because I be feeling like, oh man, I left my boys behind by being out here and little things like that. But I think that just comes along with seeing that the world that I once knew is different from the world I'm living in right now. You feel me? And I've realized like I'll give you an example. We talking about the clothing line, right? All right, now you trying to push the clothes. Now let's just say you went somewhere outside of San Antonio. Let's say you went to Africa. All right,
Mm-hmm.
now, but let's say Africa is not Africa. Africa is something different than what we know it to be. Let's say Africa right now is like the Czech Republic. All right, but it's where Africa is. So
Yeah.
you going home, right? But everybody is not what you remember. They all look different, right? And now you're trying to fit in and show, hey, look, y'all like y'all like my clothing line, y'all like, but everything is foreign to them because they don't wear hats like you. And
Yeah.
some of the ones that do wear hats like you, they don't even talk to you. So they rather appropriate your culture, misuse your culture,
Then
and not
actually be
say
part of
anything
it.
to you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's what I mean by, and when you see things like that, like when you walk past a door and you see a group of Caucasian females, right? And they're dancing, but they dancing to Young Dolph, B's and N words all through it, right? N word
They
this,
see
N
you.
word that, right?
They see you. They start clutching their purses, clutching their bodies.
Exactly. I stood right there at the door and looked at them. I stood right there at the door, and I'm like, but just a few seconds ago, y'all were just dancing to this like it was okay.
Yeah.
You understand? So, but when the moment that you speak on that, you're making things up.
You start exhalating things. You're doing too much. This and that and the third.
But this is the thing. I ain't one to complain because I don't care for real. But what I do is I'm gonna call you on your BS. Period. Whether you like it or not, because you don't have to like me, but I'm gonna make you respect me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I lead with respect, so I demand it back. That's what I used to always tell you. I said, Tomi, you one of the most respectful people I know. Don't ever let people disrespect you, because you very respectful like that. And so that's where I stand as a man, and as a man who has always stood on principles. I'm never gonna allow somebody to make me feel like I don't know something, like I'm less than. Nah. But I'm not gonna let you try to manipulate my mind and make me think what I think is wrong. Or think that because you smile and kiki that I don't know the underlying thoughts in your mind.
Yeah.
Nah. Nah. So it's a crazy thing that we go through in this country in America that a lot of people don't want to talk about, you know? And race is a real big thing. You understand? I seen more people who, I'm talking about outside of races. I'm talking about ethnic groups and organizations get more respect than black people. We built this country. You go ask some of your now I know where my people come from, but you go ask some of the people that you know in your circle from Africa, how they feel about Americans, Black Americans saying that they from Africa. They gonna tell you they don't believe it and they don't respect it. Because when you say, and you don't have your history, and you say, "Oh well, I'm from Africa," do you know you calling yourself a foreigner in your homeland? You calling yourself a foreigner. And most people don't even realize that.
Yeah.
Because when you say, if you say you from Africa, who in your family can pull the lineage to show where you came from? Where? What tribe? What area? Not all of us came from West Africa.
Yeah, what does your family tree lead back to for real?
And if they can't tell you that, then what they should tell you, you are American.
Yeah.
You are the indigenous of America. But if they do that, if you say that, then you know what happens? Then something called the Native American that changes. That changes. Because they made you believe that these people are supposed to look like a certain way.
Yeah. But in reality, even what we consider as Native Americans look a lot different all over the place because there are different tribes, different dialects, different subgroups, and all that.
They have made us believe that we are the minority. When you go around the world, it's more melanated people around the world than it is unmelanated.
Mm-hmm. They don't got to be black people to be melanated, but there's for sure way more melanated people around the world than anything. And even in places where, even in places where melanated people are the minority, they're everywhere.
Exactly, because you know why though? If you make somebody, and this is what I've realized since I've been out here, if you make somebody believe that they less than, eventually they'll start to believe it.
And when they believe it, they're gonna pass it on.
Exactly. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm a father of strong children that's gonna understand the importance of embracing who they are.
Yeah, I never really understood or like got the fact that people would even like to look at themselves as less than or.
That's why I told you never use the word humble, because that's what humble means.
Yeah,
putting yourself lower than somebody else.
Yeah,
but everybody will tell you, be humble, be humble. But Kendrick Lamar, he knew the definition of it. That's why he said, hold on, be humble. That wasn't a good thing when he was telling you that.
Yeah.
You need to go read the definition. You should never be humble.
It's somebody who doesn't know who they truly are, who lives less than or underneath of, their true potential.
You know how I feel. You know how I feel about that word, man.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's like, man, it's been a lot that I've been conjuring up in my mind. Like, I never hate anybody. But what I will never do is let somebody think that their word matters more than mine, or they matter more than me. I'll never let you think that. I stand because when I was in them projects and in them ghettos, I didn't let the dude who lived beside me disrespect me without there being some type of problem.
Repercussions.
So why you think I'm gonna let somebody else that don't look like me get away with it? That makes me look crazy. I attack my own first. That's that slave mentality. I'm one for one, get it all. One size fit all. Don't play with me, period. Because I'm going to stand for what I stand for. And when I was out there gang banging, crazy, wilding, anybody could get it. So for me, it's like if it comes down to my life or yours, my life means more. I'm keeping it real. I got children that love me and depend on not just for me to be who I am, but I gotta lead my son. He needs to learn how to be a man from a man. So nah, I definitely bro. Definitely, like I sat back and I've been like even listening to a lot of our old podcasts, just seeing like, the things that we would talk about, just making sure that, the same topics don't come up or something like that. But it's like when I go back and listen to it, man, we really had some genuine topics that I don't think people have really taken the time to listen to, man. We like even like if you notice, I haven't even really the one we dropped with Derb, I didn't even do no type of promoting for it or nothing because I feel like this. If you are a supporter, you should be looking to see when it comes.
Yeah, no,
You
like Derb.
I shouldn't have to throw it in your face.
Now, Derek was one of the people who was even asking, like, when next episode drop me? Y'all ain't dropping forever. Because he loved tuning in. He loves,
Oh
like,
yeah, and so hey, I'm gonna keep it real. Like there, I'm gonna be real. And so Derek, if you tuning in, I'm gonna tell you something. The reason why I really didn't jump on it because yours was really it was so well, and it was the first one where Tomi actually talked when he ran the interview. So for me, it was more it was big to me that he did that. So I didn't need to really run it back. And on top of everything that I had going on, I feel like that was good enough that we could sit on that for a little bit before we just jumped out there because what I didn't want to I like sometimes I feel like when we was pushing them out back to back like that, some of them got overshadowed. We had
yeah,
I'm talking about some real good episodes. Like, I feel like Corey's episode should have got
that was a very, very nice
more
episode.
should have got more love, but one thing about it, like I said though, I be looking at the YouTube more than I look at the actual audio numbers. Our audio numbers are crazy. Like we everywhere when it comes to I'm talking about in the country, out the country, but as far I really want to get that YouTube page popping because at the end of the day, that's where we can actually start making some funding from this so we can actually do something with this because once the funding come in, we can actually change the setting, do different things. I don't really want the listeners to donate nothing. I want YouTube to pay us. You understand? Like I don't want nothing from the listeners. I want YouTube to pay us. That's why we do it a certain way where we not using like wild, crazy language. We not saying wild things because we really trying to take this thing to the next level. But the only way we can go to the next level is people got to tune in. People got to like, share, comment, subscribe. And that's just simple. That's free stuff. We're not asking you for nothing.
At
But
all.
other than just to give us a button push. That's it. Like I'm not even gonna flex. Like, bro, like I really feel like, before you leave to Africa, we're gonna have to jump on it and do a few,
No, yeah, no.
and just to
We
make
for
sure we
sure
get
need
some
to.
Jones lined up because I'm gonna shut down for the fourth quarter and real soon, and then just come back in the new year, and that'll be season 3. You feel me? So it's like because at this point, bro, like we really been pushing, but I want to try to get a few more guests on, and then we can really like start doing some different type of things where I get you to push the brand more, bro. Because at the end of the day, some of these people is microwave. Like they not gonna support unless they seeing it in their face. So that's like for instance, like right now, you see the hat, cop the hat. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put the merch. I'm gonna put the merch website out. You know what I mean? But the thing is, if 2 people from each podcast go buy a hat, you know what I mean, you contributed to somebody that's trying to change their life, a college student that's out here grinding, and a black business owner. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, he could be doing something different, and I might not even be on this podcast if it weren't for him. Because this is where, like, if you go back and listen to one of the episodes, I'm not going to say which one. You need to go listen. Then you'll understand how the podcast came together.
Yeah.
You understand how influential Tomi is. So that's why I really push for people to support him because I know his integrity, I know his character, and I know his drive. So it's like at the end of the day, show him some love. You know what I mean? Because half the time he get on here and he just be kicking, falling back, chilling. You know what I mean? And a lot of y'all be like, oh yeah, Tomi so cool, his voice so deep. It's like, yeah, all right, show him some love though. He got a brand he trying to push. Show him some love. So, bro, like I ain't, this was a real little quick check in, man. This your boy Wisdom Devine.
It's your boy Tomi. Thank y'all for listening today. And
all
it's
right,
the
we out this thing.
podcast. Hey, y'all be safe, please.
Hey, gone.